Hi everyone, I'm Nadia, and in today's video I'm making a gorgeous set of purple and gold geode resin coasters. The very first thing I'm doing is mixing my part A and part B resin for about 3 minutes. Then I separate it into smaller cups to add the pigments. I'm using 3 cups, one for purple pigment, one for white pigment, and one I'm going to leave clear. This is because I'm going to be using the circling and flooding technique. I use the wooden stick to scrape out all of the resin, and then I go ahead and add my pigments. I'm going to be using Just Resin's pigment paste in the shade Titanium White. I stir it well in the container before I add some into my cup. Then I mix for a few minutes and add some into my second cup, where I'm also going to be adding purple. I mix that for a few minutes as well, and then I'm going to be adding a few drops of purple pigment, and I'm using Resin Pro's Color Fun Deluxe in the shade Violet. And this had actually spilled in the mail when I received it, so it's not looking too great from the outside. I start off with 1 drop of purple and gradually add more until I'm satisfied with the color. A little bit more purple came out than I expected, so after mixing and checking the opacity by tilting my cup, I decided to add a little bit more white. Now I was happy with the shade of purple and started to pour my white pigmented resin around the outer edges of the molds. I tried to make them all even, but I wasn't so steady with my pouring, so they're not perfect, which is okay. Then I moved on to pour the purple, and I poured it in a circular motion several times. Again, I tried to make them as even as possible, and this was the last step in the circling technique. Now it's time to do the flooding, so I take my clear resin and I pour directly in the center of the molds. This causes the purple and the white pigmented resin to be pushed outwards, and then with time they will pull back inwards, which causes beautiful striations. I use a torch gun to pop any air bubbles, and I'm moving it quickly so that I don't burn my resin or my silicone molds. Now I'm going to be adding gold leaf flakes into the center of the molds. I took some out of the box with a wooden stick because they are very sticky, and I added it into this cup with a very small amount of resin and mixed them together. Then I carefully added the gold flakes into the clear center of the molds. I adjusted the placement of the gold flakes a little bit with the wooden stick, and once that was done, I added a heat-resistant top coat and a gold trim. And I've been getting a few questions about the heat-resistant top coat, so the next video that I upload is going to be showing the whole process, how my mom and I add a heat-resistant top coat onto our coasters. So stay tuned for that video, and here's the final product. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Follow me on Instagram, Summer Girl Designs, and my mom's Instagram, Wild Heart Resin Art.